something that you didn't like. You're going to build equity in somebody else's company, a place that you'll never have an opportunity to create real wealth in your life, and you can do it here instead. Work your way through the challenges. Finish what you started. What I also mean finish what you started from a prospecting standpoint is you have to follow up with your prospects. This isn't waiting for the stuff to come back to you. You initiate a contact. You know what? Your prospect that you initiated, say, are you open to taking a look at something? And they say yes, and you get them a CD, a DVD, a website. They're not thinking to themselves, well, this person's never going to call me back. They're waiting for you to call. They're expecting you to get back to them. So do it. I love it when these people go, I'm not very good at follow-up, Todd. I'm like, what? You're not very good at what? Having the basic responsibility of showing up? And this business is based on personal responsibility. It's based on accountability. It's based on showing up. You better start, if you're going to make it in this business, you better start finishing what you started in terms of your prospecting as well as making it to the finish line. Number 6 is start taking ownership in the greatness that you have in the palm of your hand. Stop begging, chasing, pleading. You know, I know what it's like to want to check and like not have any money and kind of get into that desperation mode. But you know what? You better start taking ownership right now on the greatness that you have in the palm of your hands, the amazingness that you have, the capacity to help people in their lives. And I know it's kind of tough to swallow that when you're broke and you have nothing going on and nobody in your downline, but let me tell you something. Begging, pleading, chasing, being desperate doesn't cut it. It's certainly not even close to a pathway to success. There's no room for it. It doesn't work. It's not going to lead you to a check. Act like you have the deal. Because you do. Because you do. You have in the palm of your hands an amazing opportunity, no matter what company it is that you're involved in this profession, that has the unique capacity, again, to change the direction of people's lives that you touch. And don't buy people's negative stories. You know what? If you have negative people you want to dominate in this business, then you start separating yourself from the negative garbage people, the toxic people in your life. The ones that are bringing you down after you just spent a great day working with a bunch of fun, entrepreneurial people, and then you come home and it's like, I can't believe you're doing that. How's your pyramid? My buddies, I come home from working in my first office when I first got started in network marketing, and they'd be sitting on the floor playing a video game called Zelda. I don't know if you remember that. That was a long time ago. They're sitting on the floor playing Zelda, probably stoned out of their minds. And I walk into the apartment, and I'm coming in with my suit. I'm all excited about a bunch of fun entrepreneurs. And I look at them, and they look at me. They both look at me with their little game players in their hand. They look up at me, and they're like, are you rich yet? And I heard that enough times after coming home to that garbage negativity that I finally walked in the door and I said, get the you-know-what out. Get out. And I kicked them out of my apartment and I began to separate myself from the negative garbage people in my life that weren't serving me. I love it how some broke person who makes no money will sit there and tell me all day long about how I shouldn't be doing something. I'm like, dude, you haven't made more than $17,000 in your entire life in a year. I ain't listening to you. Start listening to successful people. Start surrounding yourself with successful people. Start hanging out with people that are doers. Do what the doers are doing and don't do what the don'ters are not doing. My goodness. Number 7 is you want to start smiling. I mentioned this earlier. You want to start attracting people. Being a grumpy, yucky person, you ain't going to attract nobody to you. You want to start making some money, to start having a good time, start smiling, start enjoying the journey. Even if it may not happen for you as fast as you want it to, you should start laughing and giggling your way through the day. You know what? If you go after people, you just put on a smile, even if you're on the phone and you got a smile on your face, it does something. It releases endorphins in your body. It makes you feel good. You know, you start walking tall. There's something about having a smile on your face. You're like, yeah, I feel great. This is awesome. You see people in person, they see you with a smile, they smile back, and it's just amazing what happens. And this is not like psychotic, weird, creepy smile, but, some kind of smile. Act like you're having a good time because you should be, because you're an entrepreneur. You're taking advantage of capitalism. You're your own boss. You can do what you want to do. That's something to be that's something to smile about. Having fun, enjoying the experience, that is another thing that's certainly hugely, A, contagious, and B, will certainly magnetize and attract people into your reality. But if you go after people that grumpy, crinkly, not believe how many people I've told, for example, it's like part of the system is we do this, we pique the person's interest, we take them over to this website, they look at the website, using this as an example, they look at the website, they watch a 10-minute video, for example, I call them back, I say, how did you feel about what you saw? They're like, wow, I felt pretty good about it. I'm like, great. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you're going to rate yourself 1, I'm not at all interested. 10, man, I am ready to sign up right now. I love this thing. It looks awesome. Where do you see yourself? I'm a 7. I'm like, cool. Why are you a 7? Oh, I'm a 7 because I just like to get some more information. Great. And then the next step that I teach in this particular system, and I'm just using this as an example, is this is an ideal time for a new person who's got an interested person on a scale of 1 to 10 that's a 7 to do a 3-way call. And I would sit on, got on my knees and like, you know, like, dude, just, you're sitting here complaining about how you're not making any money in the deal. You've never done one single 3-way call as long as you've been in. And you wonder why you're not making a check. Follow the system. If somebody's telling you to do something, duplicate the system. Don't change it. If I walked into McDonald's and I said, well, you know what? I'm changing the way Big Macs are done in this McDonald's, man. Instead of putting special sauce on the McDonald's, on the Big Mac, I put mustard and ketchup. You know that mustard and ketchup, by the way, is not on a Big Mac. It's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, on a sesame seed bun. Ain't no mustard, ain't no ketchup on that burger. So if I start going, you know what, on second thought, you know what, on top of that, I'm going to use the quarter-pounder patties inside of the Big Mac. And then I'm going to throw, you know, whatever, something else in there. You can go to a McDonald's anywhere in the world, and you will have the same flavor. Now, I know I'm not talking that you need to be going to McDonald's, whatever, you make your own health choices. I'm just saying as an example, it's probably one of the most duplicate. They're the epitome of duplication. Nobody would reinvent the wheel. You don't come as an employee and then reinvent the wheel at McDonald's. Follow your system, you guys. Very important. Number 9 is always be seeking quality. No matter how you're prospecting, I don't care how you choose to prospect, that's your business. But however you choose to prospect, whether it's working leads, whether it's more market, referrals, networking groups, whether you incorporate my recruiting professionals method, or whatever it is that you choose to incorporate, whatever it is, make sure that you're seeking out quality, that you're listening and you're paying attention, and that you're being present. One of the greatest things that you can do is be present. Be a listener. Be listening and paying attention to the simple clues that your prospects are giving you while you are doing what you're doing. You know, if you're prospecting and you're sitting there and you're text messaging at the same time, or you're looking at something else on the internet, or you're doing whatever, and you're not, your brain is not connected to that prospect, and your prospect says something and you missed it, how much money did you just lose because you lost the prospect? It's possible for you to calculate the potential loss because of you not paying attention. So when I'm prospecting, there is nothing else going on. There is nothing more important than the person I'm on the phone with at that time. Finding out about them. Not being me, oh, me, our competition plateau good. We have a binary, trinary, spinning needle level with a matrix twist, and, you know, our product is multi-banded, and we do this, and we've got the greatest, it's the biggest payout. You know, and if you talk like that, stop talking in absolutes, because you can't say that we have the greatest compensation plan that they ever lead, because you don't know until you've done a statistical analysis of every other compensation plan. So stop talking garbage like people do all day long. Because when you're dealing with an intelligent person, we have the